Hello everyone, I am Dr. Tanmoy Biswas. I welcome you all in my channel TanmoyChem. Today's topic of discussion is one MCQ. The question is in front of you. I suggest to everyone to attempt this question in the comment box. I believe you have tried, so let's start. The question is arrange the molecule with order of acidity. So which one is actually strongest acid and which one is weakest? So you can see all are greater than this way arranged. Now, so whenever the question will given to you about acidity, you need to think the stability of conjugate base. What is conjugate base? So if you remove the proton from a particular molecule, whatever remaining, that is called as conjugate base. So cyanide ion is the conjugate base of HCN or hydrocyanic acid. From acetonitrile, proton is removed from this CH3 group, so this carbon ion is actually the conjugate base Cb. And here if you look at, so CH2CN2, so this is CH triple bond Cn is the conjugate base. By the way, if you look at this is cyanoform, so the conjugate base is here. Whether if you look at here that all electronegative groups, for example cyano is actually electronegative group, is attached to this carbon ion. And if you look at from example number 2, 3 to 4, number of these electron withdrawing group increases whenever you move in the right side. Now more the electronegative group means more is the delocalization of the negative charge by the help of this electronegative or electron withdrawing cyano group, and negative charge goes to more electronegative atom nitrogen and stabilized. Now here one stabilization possible, here two stabilization possible because two cyano, and here three stabilization possible. So from there we can conclude, okay, these will be maximum stable among option number 2, 3 and 4. By the way, little confusion may come in case of HCN. By the way, HCN is not that much stronger acidic, but it is not that much weaker also, because this CN is called as pseudo halogen, means it looks like halogen, so its acidity is closer like that, not that much high, and actually this cyanide anion looks like pseudo halogen. So you can compare this thing like HCl, HBr, HI, HF like that. So now if you look at acidity, then you need to know the pKa value. Actually pKa is minus log 10 base concentration of H plus. Okay, this is actually the expression of pKa. So if an acid HA is dissociated into H plus and A minus, if the dissociation is more, then it will be considered as strong acid. If it is strong acid, then more amount of H plus will be produced. If H plus concentration is more, then you can expect that, sir, this log term will be bigger. Now, okay, fine. If log value, this part is bigger, then pK will be lesser. Why? Because there is a minus. So the simple rule, stronger the acid, lesser the pK. Lower the pK, stronger the acid. So higher acidity is reflected by lower pK. Now if you look at CHCN3, this is called as cyanoform. It is actually very strong acid, or you can compare this thing with inorganic acid like HCl. So that much stronger acidic. Why? Because 3 electron withdrawing cyano group attached here, so the conjugate base is extremely stabilized because of delocalization, cyanoform. Next, the next position goes to HCl, and after that obviously this trend follows 25, this is 11, and by the way 5.1, so similar trend is followed. So from there we conclude, okay, what will be the order? 4 greater than 1, greater than 3, greater than 2. So 4 maximum acidic, 4 greater than 1, greater than 3, greater than 2. Now a question, this is the answer. Now if this question appear in your exam, how can you solve it? By the way, one thing you need to understand instantly, that sir, CHCN3, this must be strongest acid. So if you look at 4 will be maximum, so this. So option A gone, D gone automatically. Now if you look at the next one, 3 versus 1, who is more acidic? 3 versus 1. Now okay, if you feel little confused, now look at the next option, 2 versus 3. So 2 versus 3 here, if you look at, then the question will come 2 versus 3, who is stronger acidic? Obviously 3 is more acidic. Now 3 is more acidic. 3 is more acidic compared to 2. Okay, fine. Here also 3 is more acidic compared to 2. Now a question, what about HCN? So now if you look at option number C, so HCN is more acidic compared to CH3CN. HCN is more acidic compared to CH3CN, true. But if you look at here, so you can understand this HCN is lesser acidic compared to CH3CN. This is not possible. You may not know this pK number. You may be confused, but based on this logic in the exam hall, you can find out the right answer. And by the way, this technique has a name. This is called process of elimination, and this is very useful in solving MCQs. So just remember, if you feel confused, sir, I don't know about this value, so comparing these three, you can end up the right answer. And another thing, in case of HCN, the negative charge is on cyanide. This is relatively more stable compared to this. Why? Because negative charge directly on this carbon, which is directly attached with a triple bond to this nitrogen, and it is sp hybridized, so more electronegative compared to this CH2. So remember, this is the actual explanation that why CH3CN is lesser acidic compared to this. By the way, CH3CN name is acetonitrile. It is, student, it is actually a solvent. But if you look at this, it is hydrocyanic acid. So why it is called acid? Although it's a weaker acid, but its acidity is significantly higher compared to the solvent acetonitrile. So these are common sense which you should use during your question solving if you do not know the exact answer. So I believe this video may be informative, helpful. Please write your opinion in the comment box, and if you think these contents are worthy, then please share among your friends and like this video. So see you in my next video. Bye bye.